Hallo und herzlich willkommen zurück zu einer neuen Folge von Star Trek Resurgence. Ja, wir müssen jetzt noch versuchen, hier vom Schiff wegzukommen. Mal gucken, ob wir das schaffen. Wir haben uns erstmal in den Frachtraum gebeamt. Und da waren wir weg.
Zeldi does not appear to have left any warp signature at all. I cannot track its trajectory.
I held on as long as I could.
We saved many lives. And our people on the Zeldi knew the risks their duties entailed.
Contact the Resolute, Mr. Chovak. Have them bring us back.
Yes, Commander.
Ja, bei der Technik, glaube ich, da können sie das auch wieder heilen, oder? Also so, denke ich. Positionsbestimmung.
You saved as many Elydian lives as you could. And more importantly, you looked after your crew. That's what counts. You have to look out for your own, first and foremost.
In the heat of the moment, I just couldn't risk losing Lieutenant Bedrosian.
I understand. Not an easy decision. We'd be lost without a tactical officer. Especially now. Unfortunately, the Admiral was among those who didn't make it. I'm sure it's a huge blow to the Elydians. I hope they don't blame us. We suffered our own losses as well.
Wir haben nur unterstützt, ja.
Ambassador Spock and the rest of the senior staff are waiting for us in the briefing room to discuss just that. I wanted a chance for you and I to speak first, given the circumstances. While protocol might suggest we alert Starfleet about our situation, missing crew, the data breach, possible threat from the Hatari, or Khan, I think we're better off keeping this to ourselves, under our control. You know what's at stake for me here, and what is at stake for you, too. I can't afford another mission gone wrong, and I'm really counting on your support.
Ja, wir müssen schon informieren, wa?
Just yet. I have every confidence we can wrap this up before it gets any worse than it already is.
I'm sorry, Captain, but this isn't about you. The lives of everyone who wears a uniform are at stake.
Korrekt.
I don't see it that way.
We're ready in the briefing room, Captain.
On our way. Is there any update on our efforts to trace the Zeldi's warp signature?
Unfortunately, no. Somehow they were able to mask the signature and block our ability to track their trajectory.
I'm also concerned about what went with them. A Taconian energy source.
Sidron referred to it as the Cartabula.
Yes, I've been analyzing your tricorder scans. This Cartabula is more powerful than any energy source on record. It disabled our ability to warp and likely created the ion storm.
Something that powerful in their hands?
We have to find that ship.
It could be anywhere by now.
Literally anywhere.
Die Sternflotte kann uns bestimmt helfen.
We should alert all stations to keep an eye out for that particular ship.
You're saying we should warn the entire galaxy?
I'm saying we do the math. Calculate their maximum speed against a given time interval. That gives us an expanding radius of where they might be at different periods of time. We alert the stations at each radius at regular intervals. It's casting a wide net, but it's at least worth a shot.
A sound approach.
The Takan also compromised our systems when Petty Officer Maris stole data from our computer core.
We're assessing what was lost as we speak. It's just too soon to say exactly what they had access to.
Starfleet needs to know about this.
We're not contacting Starfleet until we fully understand the situation. There are too many unknowns.
Ich bin dafür, dass wir die Sternflotte informieren. Wir sollten die Sternflotte alarmieren, ja klar. Ich stimme Captain zu, die Entscheidung kann warten.
We shouldn't take any chances. We should at least alert Starfleet that our system was compromised.
I agree with Commander Rydek. We should let Starfleet decide how they want to handle it.
And essentially tell them this mission was a failure before it's even over? No.
Du willst bloß nicht, dass ein schlechtes Licht auf dich fällt.
I want to speak with the Hatari and get to the bottom of this before we get Starfleet involved.
I expect we'll meet resistance. The Hatari think we violated our neutrality by entering their minds. Assuming the negotiations are off, we no longer have an official role here.
We still have a responsibility to the Hatari and the Elydians.
The Takan are a threat to both their civilizations.
No. They're a threat to us all. The device Commander Rydek found in the Taconian Vault is an advanced delivery mechanism for a complex biogenetic transformation process.
Meaning what, exactly?
Not only are they bioforming innocent hosts, transforming them into Takan, they're taking the DNA and engrammatic data of a specific Taconian and displacing that of its host. It's a hostile takeover on a cellular level, bringing individual Takan back to life, one by one.
Boah, ich würde gerne alles fragen.
And what happens to the host?
It's hard to say exactly. Some of their memories remain intact, but the implanted Taconian identity appears to have full control. In time, all that remains of the host may be lost entirely.
Like a parasite.
Exactly. Petty Officer Maris called herself a scion of the Flame, but the computer had no information about it.
She also shot the hell out of my ship as she escaped and nearly killed a few of our crew. So we know this about those scions. They're dangerous.
The Takan have crossed a line. That much is certain. However, meeting with the Hatari could offer insight into their true intentions. Under the pretense of an apology for betraying their trust and trespassing on their territory.
Das sind keine Hatari, es sind Tokon. Zweitens, ja.
What if there are no Hatari left? If Galvin and Sidron were Takan, who else? The Queen?
I think we would know if that were the case. We'll take every precaution.
With the Cartabula gone, I can confirm we have regained warp capability and the use of our transporters.
Excellent. Commander Ermot, see if we can arrange a meeting on Hatari as soon as possible. As Ambassador Spock suggested, under the pretense of an apology.
Aye, Captain.
Nice work, everyone.
You're long overdue for a Duridium infusion.
Looks like I am.
Hat sie gar nicht mehr mitgekriegt? Aber er wohl nicht mehr dran gedacht, dass wir
Aside from almost
das
running out
brauchen.
of Duridium, you're in good health.
Nice to get some positive news for a change.
You I don't worry about. The captain, however,
Go on.
you see it, don't you? He's desperate.
Ja.
Withholding intel from Starfleet just to save his reputation. That's
Yeah.
not normal behavior for a captain. I was relieved you called him out on it. You've spent enough time with him now, seen enough of how he runs the ship. If there's something wrong, as the ship's doctor, I need to know. Don't sugarcoat it. You know I wouldn't.
Machen wir Sorgen um ihn ein bisschen.
To be honest, I'm worried about him. It seems like the stress of this mission is getting to him. He has so much riding on its success. And I am concerned he'll do something rash to
Ja,
ensure
damit sein Ruf nicht geschädigt wird, ne?
To know we see eye to eye on this. And I want to be clear. I care about Solano. I really do. I've been his doctor for years. There are more important things at stake than offending an old friend. If it gets any worse, you know where to find me.
Yo.
Jara.
Monitor your duridium levels. I'll be right back.
How's your wound?
Like
Das sieht ja gut aus.
I feel lucky you were there with me. Without you, I'd be, well... Thank you for saving my life.
Klar, kein Ding.
Even with the wonders of your technology, it wouldn't have mattered if you'd left me for dead.
I should be thanking you. You took that disruptor shot for me. Without you, I might be the one in sickbay, or worse.
Well, I couldn't just let you die. Not after all you did to help.
I won't forget it.
We saw the truth down in those mines. What Sidron and Galvin really are. Who they've become. The lengths they're willing to go to. What they did to that Lydian. It's hard to accept. That everything I thought I knew, so much was a lie. The horror of that underneath our feet.
Jetzt kennen wir die Wahrheit oder wir werden sie stoppen? Wir kennen jetzt die Wahrheit.
It's always better to know. No matter how awful, the truth is better than living with a lie.
Korrekt.
I am coming around to that thinking as well.
Commander Rydick, you're needed on the bridge at once.
What is it?
The Hotari have agreed to meet.
Okay. Blinde Passagiere.
They haven't found us yet.
We can't just wait to be rescued. We have no idea when or if the Resolute is gonna catch up. But if we can get access to the Zeldi systems, we might be able to figure out what the Takan are up to. You got somewhere we could do that?
Warte. Erstmal gucken wir hier. Erstmal gucken. Hier gibt's denn. Niedlich.
Must supplement main system power with these.
Come on, Carter. We need to stick with the tall guy.
Ja, ich will erstmal gucken. Oh, da finde ich auch schade. Okay, hier ist auch ein Tor. Muss ich mal angucken, das ist gut gebaut.
No time to look over here. I better follow Major Arminta.
Ja, gleich. Das mache ich doch, sicherlich, aber gleich.
Good thing this was here. Made it a lot easier to transport across the ship. If we took another second, Miranda might have...
Na, was wolltest du sagen?
For how uptight the Illydians are, their cargo bay is kind of a mess.
Ah, du fällst das nicht so ein Organisationstalente.
Huh. Illydian consoles still have mechanical keyboards as a backup.
Ich finde das nicht schlecht. Wird nicht alles digitalisieren. Hier war doch vorhin erst noch ein Punkt. Ach, da hinten ist er noch. Warte, ich bin doch gleich da. Mach keinen Stress. Guck mir nicht so vorwurfsvoll an. Fracht.
Based on how this is reinforced, probably contains dilithium. Stray phaser blast could cause a piezoelectric rupture and blow a hole in the ship. Better be careful.
Ah, Quatsch. Passiert schon nichts.
Looks airtight and climate controlled. Must be where they put the precious cargo.
Na, dann gucken wir doch mal rein, oder? Ich bin gleich da. Guck nur noch mal hier kurz um die Ecke. Das ist bestimmt ganz umsonst, dass ich hier die Ecken ablaufe. Das ist kein Spiel, wo du heimlich irgendwie wahrscheinlich noch so ein Secret findest oder sowas. Oder ist sie? Okay, ich muss ihn abquatschen. Aber geh ich schon mal hoch? Nö, geh ich anscheinend nicht. Erst zu ihm.
Up there? Alright. Etzelar, let's do this.
The internal sensors.
The what?
When they scan the ship for life signs, they'll know right where we are.
There must be devices that perform the scan.
Right there. And there. There's several of them around the room.
Got it. We'll disable them.
How? They're too high to reach, even for me.
Not too high for our phasers.
Low power, Nelly. Let's not set off any fire alarms.
I got the ones over here.
Okay, und ich gehe jetzt die anderen. Okay. Jetzt sind wir ein bisschen lasern.
Got one.
Ich dachte alle.
Another down.
Noch irgendwo welche? Hier ist noch irgendwelche zu sehen. Nö. Okay, ach, wird mir sogar angezeigt. Okay. Wenn doch. Kann ich schon von hier schießen oder was ist da drüben noch irgendwas? Nö.
Hurry, Carter!
I am. Only one left.
Noch einer? Wo denn? Drüben irgendwo? Nö. Ach, da. Ah. Der war ja schön versteckt an der Decke.
Here it comes.
Los geht's. Als wenn das nicht bemerkt worden wäre, wa?
It worked. They won't be able to detect us.
That buys us some time.
Now that the Zeldi has its power again, I might be able to access some of the ship's systems from here. I'll take care not to give away our position.
The Takan might not even know we're still on board this ship. Miranda only saw us transport away. She probably thinks we're back on the Resolute.
Miranda.
Don't give up on her yet, Carter. For all we know, she was trapped, watching it happen. Fighting it the whole time.
It never hurts to hold
Na,
on to hope,
hoffentlich hat's recht, ne?
especially when it's someone you care about.
And I know it looks bad, but we're gonna get her back. I won't let her go. I know it seems like we could never trust her again. But maybe there's a way to turn her back and Miranda could help us stop the Takan. Here, on the ship. Just because the Trill joining is permanent doesn't mean the Takan bioforming has to be.
I've heard enough of your prattling on about your friend. You have to think like a soldier. She's our enemy now. She'll be dealt with like the rest of the Takan.
My friend Miranda is not responsible for what she's doing. The Takan have taken control of her mind. We certainly can't kill her for it.
Speak for yourself. If anyone threatens the Empire, they are the enemy. It's just one life, and it's already been lost.
Sei mal nicht so,
You
ey.
don't get to talk about Miranda.
You don't get to ignore the truth.
We don't like this any more than you do. The Takan are a threat to all of us. They turned our crewmates too. Do you really think they're gonna stop there?
All I know is that more of my people have been lost to the transformation than yours. Not to mention my admiral and the others who didn't survive your rescue attempt. Our losses are mounting. Yours are just beginning.
We're stuck on this ship, same as you.
Ich kann sagen, die werden das doch mitgekriegt haben, dass da Systeme zerschossen wurden in dem Frachtraum, oder?
And they're closing down systems faster than I can check them. They're always changing these interfaces. I can hardly keep up.
All right, step aside. We'll take it from here.
Fine. Make yourselves useful.
Ah, klar, easy going. Guck, hack the planet.
They're using a senior officer's access code to lock down our systems from the bridge. The Takan must have turned someone in command.
Na, siehst du, wie gut ich das kann, doch.
Here's
Sache
something.
easy.
I can see the course they have plotted in.
Fliegen in die Richtung, guck mal, das ist...
Long way from Hotari space.
Ja, genau.
I hope the Resolute is all right back there.
The
Das-
Zeldi. That's where we are.
Genau.
That's not exactly news.
Anderes
The Lydian
System.
fleet has explored a lot of systems, but it's all in the opposite direction of where we're going. headed to the edge of the galaxy.
Nothing but uninhabited systems along the way. And if we keep going, we'll leave charted space. A lot sooner than I like to think about, too.
That can't happen. We need to take control and turn this ship around. Get back to the front lines of the battle for Lydia.
We are on the front lines. They're going to do this all over the quadrant. The whole Federation is at risk.
That is a possibility, but it's already a reality for my people.
I'm sure it's pretty damn real for the people who are trapped in their own bodies controlled by the Takan. You can't just turn your back on them.
I'll take this ship without you if I have to. And I'll bring it back to Lydia, or I'll destroy it. I won't let it stay in the hands of the enemy.
Think strategically. We stand a better chance by working together. You're right to be angry, but it doesn't do any good to turn it on us.
Fair enough.
The most important thing is that we get control of this ship, so that we don't end up so far away that the Resolute can't ever catch up to us.
And if we control the Zeldi, that also means they can't use that Cartabula thing.
I'm not sure we can do much more from here.
What's this?
Wollte ich gerade
It's a
sagen.
data stream.
It looks to be a two-way communication.
Let me see if I could put it through a demultiplexing processor.
Can you get that clearer?
I'm trying.
Na, warte, ich hab's gleich. Warte, da ist es.
Okay. That should do it.
Hello? Can you read me?
Itasca, is that you?
Major!
It's my lieutenant. Where are you?
I'm here with some of the others. We're trapped in the ATP.
Our artillery targeting platform.
The bulkheads are sealed, and ruptured power conduits on the other side are discharging at high voltage. Major, we've seen Sidron and the other Hatari, and if we can get free, I think we'll be able to overpower them and take back the ship.
Itasca, are you still there?
So vielleicht wieder ins Englisch über hier.
Itasca, are you still there?
You shouldn't trust anyone else you meet. The Hatari have been transforming people on this ship. We've seen it happen.
Bioforming.
It's only a matter of time before any remaining crew are turned against us. You have to come and help us.
I gotta ask, are you sure that's really your comrade?
It's Itasca. You're going to have to trust me. I know Lieutenant Itasca well. That's her. Clear and not under duress beyond our current circumstances. I'm sure of it.
Trust goes both ways. We trust you. You trust us.
I'll go with that. Until you give me reason not to.
Back at you, Stretch.
We'll make it to you undetected and we'll free you from the ATP.
We'll be ready and waiting, sir.
I may not know the computers very well, but I know every inch of this ship. I can get us there, safely, through the back routes.
Schleichwege auf einem Raumschiff, ja. Gibt es so versteckte Geheimgänge? Hinter Schalltafeln oder so? Entlauft. Moins. Na, alles fit im Schritt, wa?
You may approach.
Your Majesty, an apology is in order. The Federation...
Spare us your apologies, your excuses, your pathetic explanations. You said you were here under the pretense of peace.
Ja.
Yet you trespassed into our minds.
Nein, niemals, das waren wir
I
nicht.
should have known you were lying when you said the Hotari should have control of the mines. Just a ruse to conceal your true intentions.
Ihr wolltet keinen Frieden. Nee, dafür bin ich verantwortlich.
I take full responsibility for my actions, which were entirely my own, not the Federation's.
How noble.
Your Majesty, if I may.
Her actions nearly caused a war.
I was addressing the Queen.
Galvin speaks for the Hotari now.
Fortunately, we were able to resolve this ourselves despite your interference. The Illydians have agreed the mines will remain under Hotari control.
We now recognize the Hotari as the sole authority in this region. Your presence here is no longer necessary.
So you can consider the matter resolved.
They never wanted the Federation involved. This was all just a ploy from the start.
We never needed the Federation involved. But we're so thankful that you've come.
That being said, the sooner you leave, the better.
The hell we will. What about my crew trapped
Sind
aboard that
alle
ship?
manipuliert.
Or what you did to my security team? The data you stole.
Lass uns doch einfach entspannt vom Planeten zurückziehen. Und können wir mal noch überlegen, wie wir das machen.
No one.
You think you have that power, when in fact you have none. You came here under the presumption you would be the ultimate authority. That you would show up and render judgment in this petty dispute over precious resources between lesser people. But instead, your arrogance and self-interest was your undoing. Blinding you to the real power at work here. Something far beyond your feeble imagination.
Enough of this nonsense. You're not fooling anyone. We know you're Takan.
Takan. A word I haven't heard in a very long time. At the height of our power, the Takan Empire spanned hundreds of thousands of light years and trillions of Taconians.
An empire that encompassed what is now considered Federation territory.
What's yours was once ours, so it feels only right that we reclaim what was lost. Everything you hold dear will be gone. The first of many painful losses to come.
Tja, es ist töricht, ja, okay. Ihr macht uns keine Angst, okay. Ihr werdet zur Verantwortung gezogen werden, das ist alles so. Ja.
You won't get away with this. You'll be held accountable by the Federation.
I already have gotten away with it. And the Federation has no authority here, not anymore. You might be surprised how many want to be part of the most advanced civilization the galaxy has ever seen. We will not stop until we've reclaimed what is rightfully ours.
Ich hab doch gesagt, taktischer nuklearer Sprengstoff.
A starship captain or even a Federation ambassador could accomplish if their power was wielded by a truly superior entity. In the face of such impossible odds against an adversary so clearly more advanced in every way, the only logical choice is to submit.
Never.
Wir gehen das besprechen. Pass auf, Spock.
Seize them.
Get us out of here, now!
Ride it to Resolute. Beam us out.
Habt ihr nicht gedacht, wa? Ja, Leute, aber wie es weitergeht, das erfahrt ihr in der nächsten Folge von Star Trek Resurgence. Wenn es euch gefallen hat, lasst mir doch einen Daumen nach oben und ein Abo da. Dann verpasst ihr keine zukünftigen Folgen mehr und ihr unterstützt natürlich mich und meinen Kanal. Haut rein, bis zum nächsten Mal.